Welcome to this epic retelling of Godzilla's rise. Before Godzilla rises, I want to know, where in the world are you, and what time is it right now? The story opens with silence, the kind that makes the ocean feel endless and unknowable. Out on the black waters, a small fishing boat rocks uneasily beneath the moonlight. The young fisherman Hiroshi stares into the darkness, his lantern swaying, the sea strangely restless despite the calm skies. A low rumble rises from beneath the surface, half thunder, half heartbeat. Suddenly, a massive splash shakes the vessel, and Hiroshi's face drains of color. He whispers to himself, "Kami-sama." What is that? From this mysterious beginning, the tale shifts to the bustling streets of Tokyo. Morning newspapers roll hot off the presses, the city alive with chatter. Among the crowd is Keiko Tanaka, a young journalist hungry for a story that others dismiss as superstition. Ships vanish without explanation. Survivors speak of shadows under the sea, yet the officials scoff. Keiko's editor tells her bluntly, "Until you bring me proof, it's nothing more than fear." But Keiko refuses to let it go. Her search leads her to Dr. Kenji Serizawa, a weary scientist scarred by the memory of war. Though reluctant, he agrees to accompany her to Odo Island, where strange tremors and missing livestock have stirred old legends. The islanders gather in a torchlit shrine, their elder warning, "The sea god has awakened. Long ago we called it Gojira." Keiko records their voices, skeptical yet unsettled, while Serizawa's silence betrays unease. The ground shudders. Nets tear, boats crash against rocks, villagers scream. Then they see it, an enormous footprint embedded deep in the earth, larger than any hut. Keiko whispers, "No storm made this." Serizawa mutters darkly, "No, this is science's shadow." As night falls, the monster finally reveals itself. The sea pulls back unnaturally, and jagged spines break the surface like mountains rising from the abyss. With a roar that rattles the very air, Godzilla emerges. His eyes burn faintly in the darkness, equal parts rage and sorrow, a living reminder of forces humanity unleashed but cannot control. He tramples through huts, fire sweeping across the wooden village. Villagers scatter as the camera sweeps between their frantic flight and towering wide shots of the beast. Keiko cries, "It's real! Godzilla lives!" Serizawa, shaken, replies, "And if it survives? We may not." Word spreads quickly across Japan. Military leaders scramble, citizens panic. Tanks roll toward the bay, jets scream across the skies. At a press conference, Keiko challenges officials. People deserve to know what threatens them. The government hesitates, torn between preventing chaos and acknowledging the unthinkable. Meanwhile, the ocean outside Tokyo churns, and at last Godzilla surfaces in the harbor. Spotlights blaze through the fog, revealing its scarred, radiation-burnt skin. The attack begins with relentless fury. Godzilla smashes through ships, oil tanks explode into flames. Tanks and jets unleash their full arsenal, yet the shells bounce harmlessly off its hide. Keiko clutches her recorder, narrating desperately, "History will remember this night. If any of us survive." Serizawa, consumed with guilt, knows this creature is not merely myth. It is born from mankind's reckless experiments with atomic power. Then comes the horror. Godzilla opens its jaws, and a beam of searing white light erupts, a storm of atomic breath that incinerates entire blocks. Buildings collapse one after another, fire consuming everything in its path. Mothers clutch children. Survivors run through streets swallowed by smoke. The soundtrack swells with brass and drums joined by a mournful choir as destruction engulfs the city. Serizawa, watching the devastation, whispers, "This is mankind's punishment." Keiko, voice breaking, asks, "Then tell me, how do we atone?" By dawn, silence falls once again. Godzilla, as if exhausted, retreats slowly back into the sea. Tokyo lies in ruins, its people broken yet alive. Keiko's narration overlays images of shelters filled with survivors. The city still stands, but at what cost? Godzilla is not gone, only waiting. Serizawa gazes into the endless horizon, whispering, "As long as man toys with forces beyond his control, Godzilla will return." The final image lingers on the calm waves. The surface serene, yet the shadow of Godzilla moves beneath, unseen but never absent.